And analysts polled by Reuters had expected exports to rise 6.3% and imports to fall only 3%. China's iron ore and crude oil imports fell by 9.4%. However, in value terms, iron ore imports dropped by 50.3% and crude oil imports declined by 41.8%. You heard me say this over and over again. If America and Europe don't buy, China doesn't make. If China doesn't make, all those exporting countries of natural resources, they're not sending it there. Australia, Chile, Russia, who else? Bolivia, one after another. Name the country that's rich in resources, and they're not sending it to China as much as they used to because they're not making stuff. The latest balance of payments data show that China posted its biggest quarterly capital and financial account deficit on record in the fourth quarter of last year. And China suffered its largest capital outflows on record in the fourth quarter last year. All right? Hey, you know where that money's outflowing to, don't you? Yeah, a China boomtown near your country, because it's not going so good over there. And here in the Wall Street Journal today, central bankers bash ordered the Fed bill. How dare they try to order the Fed? Don't you know who they are? Yeah, Federal Express, private bankers, the greedy bandits that destroyed this nation. How dare you try to look at us? Yeah, the Goldman Sachs gang, the Merrill Lynch mob, the J.P. Morgan Chase criminals. Hey, we'll pay a little fine. We'll never do any time. We're too big to fail and too big to jail. 3 federal official assholes criticized proposed legislation to expand congressional oversight of the central bank's interest rate decisions, pushing back against the bill as it is gaining attention. Federal Governor Jerome Powell called the bill and supporters as ordered the Feds misguided. Hey, misguided, like all those banks do, misdeeds, or misleds, or misspoke. You people. Oh, somebody else didn't like my attitude and canceled. They said I was angry. Oh, no, I love getting shafted. It feels great, man. Love when they steal my money. Love when they take it and use it to slaughter people all over the world. It's great. Oh, I loved my money going to Israel. So they killed 2,100 Palestinians, over 500 children. There's a photo of one that I have of a father grasping a daughter with the back of her head blown off. I didn't want to put it up. Yeah, I'm angry. And, sweetie pie, get this in your head. If Jesus Christ could become violent, all you great Christian lovers, and beat those, hey, who are they beating? Woof! The earlier version of the Federal Reserve, the bankers. He beat the bankers with a whip and drove them out of the temple. Hey, if Jesus Christ could become violent, I could be angry at assholes like him that are defaming, deriding, and destroying the Constitution. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 5 of the Constitution gives Congress the sole power to create money and regulate the value thereof. But the bill risks inserting the Congress directly into monetary policy decisions. reversing decades of deliberate effort by Congress to insulate the Fed from political pressure in carrying out its day-to-day duties. Mr. Powell said in his speech, day-to-day duties are screwing us. Mr. Powell? But don't get excited. Hey, tax time's coming up. Put all your pennies away. Yeah, I got tax bills coming in for my buildings, though. That's all right. I love giving my money away so the banks could steal it. One lie after another. Hey, how about our president? Oh, remember he gave a speech to the National Prayer Breakfast, whatever they call it? Yeah, about the 10 Commandments. Hey, Junior, how about thou shalt not kill? That's right up there, I think, in one of the 10. U.S. drone strike, killed, reported, ISIS recruiter in Afghanistan, and 5 other people that happened to be around them. Oh, yeah, this guy that they said that they killed, he was also in Guantanamo. A 20-year-old kid they arrested in Afghanistan and tortured him for many years. Yeah, thou shalt not kill. But Obama says that if we give aid to Ukraine, lethal aid, it has to be used properly. Oh, yeah, it'll be used properly. Them bombs is just going to drop on the bad guys. We're going to vet it. We're going to vet them usage of those lethal weapons. I'm not making this up. Yep, one jerk after another. Oh, you want to talk about a jerk? This guy, Philip Hammond, the Foreign Secretary of the UK. We have a little clip we're going to play. Listen to this guy. I would say that's why they have the word wanker. Because Philip Hammond is, well, you decide, and I will be. You see, if I could only speak proper like this wanker, people would say, Mr. Celente, you would be more effective because we're stupid son of a bitches, and if you say it nice to us, why then, maybe just then, we'll believe it. Like Fed Reserve Chairman in Dallas, he says it properly, while you say, they're screwing you. What are you, stupid? No, I'll be a Hammond. Here he is for you.
This man has sent troops across an international border and occupied another country's territory in the 21st century, acting like some mid-20th century tyrant. We do not behave like that. Civilized nations do not behave like that in the 21st century. We live in a rules-based society.
Oh yes, this man sent troops across international borders, unlike we, the English, who invaded Iraq based on lies. But they were our lies, and we went with our other allies who also lie, so it was proper to kill 1 million people. Hey, full of shit Philip, how about Afghanistan? Oh, in 21st century, we don't behave like that. We are civilized. That was earlier in the 21st century. Hey, shithead, how about Libya? You like killing them, don't you, huh? Oh, but those Russians, they behave like mid-century 20th tyrants, not like us. People actually buy this crap. Hey, where'd that guy get that comb over, man? Boy, that's a big one, huh? They actually buy this bullshit from a little lying sap like Philly Boy. Yeah, and he goes on.
We want Russia to enjoy the kind of economic growth and rising standards of living that people in the rest of Europe enjoy.
This guy must have been talking to Victoria Nuland. She was going to raise the level of them Ukrainians, remember? Join the IMF. Oh, yeah, and we want the Russian people to be and enjoy the wealth that the Europeans... Yeah, like, hey, you English, boy, you really gave it to the Irish, didn't you, for a lot of centuries over there, huh? How was that? Well, that was the last century, Celente. Yeah, but how about how everybody screwed them and made them bail out the banks? Oh, now that's different. That's austerity measures. Oh, and how about what's going over there in Spain? Brilliant, huh? Hey, how about that unemployment, youth unemployment in Italy, over 40%? Hey, look what's going on over there in France. Everything is happy, hunky-dory, like in Greece. And they keep spewing the bullshit. And since this is Tuesday, it feels like a real bullshit Tuesday. And here's a good bullshitter that's out there bullshitting every time you gotta hear a real high level of bullshit. Here he is. Cheney defended his comments last year, often dismissing that the Iraqi insurgency was, quote, in its final throes. I don't think anybody anticipated the level of violence that we encountered, Cheney said. He said much of the continuing violence has its roots in the devastation the 30 years of Saddam Hussein's iron-fisted rule had wrought on the psychology of the Iraqi people. This is in 2006. Yeah, he dismissed those critics. Yeah, so I said it was in the final throes. I don't think anybody anticipated it. Yeah, and that guy from the Fed, he didn't anticipate it either. And here's another guy that doesn't anticipate anything. Colin Powell. And being that it's Bullshit Tuesday, you know where crap travels through? The colon. And it comes out here. He goes, I don't think any apologies are necessary about the Iraq War. This is in 2004. Powell said President George W. Bush's action to go to war was totally justified. Quote, we don't have to worry about now is whether there are any weapons of mass destruction or a Saddam Hussein in Iraq that uses them. The intelligence base on which our decision rested was a solid intelligence base. Yeah, solid as the Fed chairman's bullshit. Anybody thinks that by arming Ukraine is going to bring this to a peaceful solution, I think you should try to get a job with the White House. They could use somebody like you.